seasons that we have watched over the many decades, where do you think historically Boston's season will be placed?
The greatness of the Celtics can be measured in any one of their players can win an MVP, whether it's Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Drew Holiday. They all have the ability, and Kristaps Porzingis, to all win individual accolades, but what makes them so great is they can sacrifice and be one for each other. You think about starting fives, the 2017 Warriors, the 24, 25, 25, 26 Celtics. For years to come, this Celtics group has a chance to compete.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. Cunningham finds Ivy. Offensive rebound. Pistons passing it around. Duran with a screen on Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Kept alive. Out to Harris. And stolen by Tatum. Here's White. That shot, no good. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Harris outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. No team is going to run off titles like Boston did in the 60s. But these Celtics have a chance to win their share. What a great start for them.
An absolutely loaded roster. Everyone can defend. Everyone can shoot. They love the versatility they have on their team. And you have to be able to play multiple positions and be versatile to play on this team. It's hard to find a weak link. And it's really championship or bust in Boston.
And it feels so great for their coach, Joe Mazzulla. I know we'll get into that down the road. What a great job he's done.
A young coach who has really found his stride.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Just a special offensive talent. We don't see guys like Cunningham come through the league that often.
The Pistons shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throw.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Down low. Over in the corner, Brown. Pass to White. Back to Holiday. To the inside. And slam dunk by Tatum.
I love the Jason Tatum not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Cunningham. And it's good off the back rim and in. Cunningham's got 5 now.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
A wide open look here for Porzingis. Off target from outside. Pistons leading by 4. Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That someone wasn't a Bulls fan. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, he sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
And it's White missing. Detroit's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Cunningham passes to Duran. Thompson for 3. The rebound by Jason Tatum. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing here by 8. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Here's Ivy. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Celtics trail by 8. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Tatum gets the bucket. 26 seconds left to play here in the first. Here is a screen on Holiday. Cunningham dishes it to Thompson. Over Brown. Off the left rim and out. Holiday looking for an opening. Outside, White jacks up a three. It's deflected. Here's Ivy. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so is Detroit with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Right back after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Here's Pritchard. So Shams, our NBA champion Boston Celtics, last year, a terrific record from beginning to end. Could this be a dynasty in the making?
They have all the necessary ingredients. When you think about their top players, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, this is a group that's locked in for the long term. They have Kristaps Porzingis, Drew Holiday, Derek White, Al Horford returning. This is a team that has potential to win for the next 3 to 5 years, and that starts with having your key players and your top players locked in. When you think about the teams with dynasty potential in today's NBA, the Celtics have to be at the top of the list.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Tatum in the front court alongside Horford. Then it's Holiday, and it's Pritchard in at the one. The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
And that one falls for Tatum.
From the moment Jason Tatum stepped into this league, he has been a guy who has wanted the burden offensively, and he has delivered.
And so Tatum nails them both. You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. Knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
And the Pistons making a change here. Thompson's checked in. They set the pick. Tatum passes to Cornette. Stewart with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Oh, and that's how you run the floor. Cunningham attacking the defense with confidence.
Celtics trail by 8. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. He can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Goes up to the stripe. Horford with the rebound.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
Cunningham kicks to Thompson. Drains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. It goes on Jason Tatum. The Pistons shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Duran, he's checked in for Isaiah Stewart. Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Wright comes in for Pritchard. Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, into writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Jaden Ivey, he's checked in for Detroit. Tatum finds Porzingis, and here's Holiday. Thompson with the rebound.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Ivey. And slam dunk by Ivey.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finisher.
Celtics trail by 11. Pass to Porzingis. Brown outside. Here's Holiday. Lets it go with a 3. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter. And checking out some numbers here for Harris. Last year, getting it done. He averaged about 17 points a game last year, 6 rebounds and 3 assists. And he gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, the one thing you can't teach is size. He's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but certainly a valuable backup for this team.
Back to Cunningham. 5 to shoot. And he drives in. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 13-point game. Pass to Tatum. Tatum pulling out one of his many moves.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Cunningham kicks to Harris. His 3-pointers off the mark. Celtics trail by 11. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Cunningham against Tatum. Rebound, Detroit.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Cunningham driving to the basket. Count it, good. Cunningham's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pistons. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Detroit Pistons. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Boston Celtics.
Well, their problems start on the backboard, and it's not just a few unlucky bounces. It's an activity, Shaq.
Which is something you can fix if you want to, but I'm not seeing a lot of want to from them.
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
Checking out Boston, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they...
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. And it's Duren in at the 5, home in the paint. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his side.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
Puts it up from 17, and the shot falls short this time. Celtics trail by 14. No good from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's in there. 9 points for Tobias Harris.
He has become a pure shooter. And from mid-range, Harris is deadly.
Tatum, that's for 2. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duren's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have, just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Holiday, the pass to Tatum. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Tatum's got 21 in the game.
When you allow Jason Tatum to build momentum offensively, it can be a scary night.
Here's Cunningham. Porzingis with the rebound. Celtics trail by 15. Brown wide open. He fires. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. Brown's got his first basket.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And here's a look at some numbers for Holiday. Good season for him last year. He was around 12 points a game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
Celtics trail by 13. And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the Bad Boys.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. There's the lob to Duren. Detroit, no good that time either. Celtics on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Brown feeling it out a bit. Porzingis. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Pistons leading by 8. To the middle. And Duran slams it in.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you got to get it to him.
Outside, White. Holiday sets the pick for White. Right side, Tatum. Lets it go from deep. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got 7 rebounds in the game. The Pistons working the ball around now. Cunningham for 3. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight. Looking for his shot, and boy, is he producing.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And the Pistons making a change here. Stewart's checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Al Horford is checked in for Derek White. Inside. Porzingis kicks to Holiday. Brown outside. Detroit with the rebound. Duran's got rebound number 8 now on the night. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the third. Cunningham passes to Ivy. Now, here's Stewart. Another 3 for Detroit.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Back to Holiday. To end the run. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And here's Cunningham. He's got 18. With the drive. Oh!
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing, and also...
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And so is Detroit, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. Their transition game has been in full. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for the Celtics, the talented wing pair of Brown and Tatum. Then there's Horford, and it's Pritchard in at the point. And the dunk by Tatum.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum, one of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beats you in so many different ways.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. When a team, Doris, is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Now, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting, even when you don't have your best game available.
Here's Tatum. And there's a call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Holland, he's checked in for Detroit. And Boston has possession. They trail by 18. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Ron Holland.
Well, you like the level of aggression right there from Jason Tatum. Committed to scoring on the interior and draws the contact.
He doesn't get the second one. It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
Back to Brown. To the paint. And Tatum hammers it home.
And this is outstanding vision by Jaylen Brown. This guy dishing the ball beautifully to his teammates.
Here's Stewart. That three off the mark. Celtics trail by 15. Tatum, that's for two. No good from the wing. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Pass to Stewart. Back to Cunningham. Stewart with the screen on Tatum. That's a two from Cunningham. And Boston with the rebound. Cornette's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Tatum. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 28 points for Jason Tatum.
Boy, it's so clear that Jason Tatum is comfortable shooting from just about anywhere.
Tobias Harris is checked in for the Pistons. Thompson comes in for Holland. The Celtics also changing it up. Porzingis is checked in for Luke Cornette. Derek White comes in for Al Horford. And it's Holiday in for Pritchard. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, during the break, I listened in on J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle, and he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thank you, David. Pistons leading by 15. Cunningham, left side. Pass to Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 6th assist on the night. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. And Holiday kicks to White. Outside Tatum. Back to White for the three. Rebound by the Pistons. Cunningham looking it over. And here's Harris from the arc. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Timeout called, the Celtics. They're trailing by 21. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Cade Cunningham.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
And now we can see that when he's at his best, they are a very dangerous team, going up against the defending champs and getting the job done. Shot clock at 6. Horford finds Tatum. And the three ball is good. Tatum's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Pistons.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And ever when important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Cade Cunningham.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
Outside, Horford. Down low, the kick out to Brown. And again, Boston with the triple. Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
For 3, Harris. And Pritchard pulls it down. So it's the Celtics now. To the inside. And a dunk by Horford. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And so the Pistons can now just hold on to the ball. Thompson outside. And And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and